Hi everyone, my name is Dawn Wood. I'm the instructor for Global Business Skills for Fall 2019, and this video is about your syllabus for the course. I'm excited to get started on the course. I'm excited that you're going to be part of this course for the semester. As with any course, one of the most important things you need to know about is the syllabus for the course so you understand expectations of you and you understand where I'm coming from teaching the course and what I'm looking for in terms of requirements for the course. So as we look here at our course shell in Talon, down here on the left-hand side under Content Browser, you can see there's a tab for the syllabus. Hopefully you've already looked at this Start Here tab because there's also a video there that gives an overview of the course in general. And I would suggest you go there first. If you're just starting by looking at this video, it probably makes more sense to start in the Start Here area and then listen to this video after that one. So let's click here on the syllabus. We've got the Global Business Skills syllabus here in the video. So let's just open the document itself. Here we go. So again, I'm the instructor. First section of the syllabus talks about my office and my availability. My office is in Cedar Rapids on the main Kirkwood campus, right inside Lynn Hall on the main floor, room 1154. It's the department known as International Programs. And my office is in the back. My door is always open. So if I'm in, I welcome you to stop by and introduce yourself. Sometimes, because of my job, I do travel a lot and have a lot of meetings. So if you can just let me know by appointment when you're going to be stopping by, that would be great. That way I can be sure to be there and be accessible for you. In the evenings, a lot of times I can set up Zoom meetings or Skype meetings to talk as well. If you need some one-on-one assistance with the class, I'd be glad to do that. Let's see. Your section information is here, 3 credit hours, 48 hours contact. Here's the course description. And then it mentions here the required course materials. And for those, you have your 2 textbooks, the Trompenar book, Riding the Waves of Culture, and this Gunling book, Working Globe Smart, 12 people skills for doing business across borders. So those are the 2 required textbooks. And in addition to that, you'll find I use a lot of online resources in the course. Each week, you'll have a list of readings and videos to watch and read to get the course concepts in your course content area in Talon. So we've got our learning outcomes here. The Kirkwood student learning outcomes that this course provides are for collaboration and teamwork, communication, diversity and inclusion, ethical reasoning, information literacy. And then it has the specific course student learning outcomes so that upon completion of the course, you'll be able to 1, identify key global business issues and trends, 2, demonstrate knowledge of culture as it applies to yourself and to others. 3 is about ethics. We will practice some ethical decision making and talk about differences across cultures related to ethical matters in business, always very important. And we'll use a lot of case studies in that from the book and also from other resources that'll be posted on the weekly content. 4th, learning outcomes is that you can demonstrate knowledge of methods for discussing cross-cultural dimensions. Oftentimes, when we have different cultures, we just have difficulty finding the correct words to use. And that's why we'll be learning about these different dimensions to make you more comfortable with that discussion, which is so important when doing business. Let's see, you're going to demonstrate knowledge of business ethics as perceived in the US and from the perspective of other countries. Develop some cross-cultural skills. So one of the real points of this class is about global business skills. So you are developing skills throughout this course through the discussion forums, learning how to talk about different cultures, learning how to share your experiences with different cultures. All of that will be really important. Communication and the ability to forge cooperation across organizational lines. And the 7th learning outcome is really about the final project. And that will be that you'll choose one particular culture to focus on in the final project and prepare a final project that's related to that culture and how to do business in that culture. This next session is about late work. Note that I do not accept late work. It looks like we'll have a full class this semester, so that's 32 students. So we have to set some guidelines about what we can and cannot accept. And so I do not accept late work. There's no points for late discussion participation. Note here that your initial posts are due on Wednesday and the responses are due on Friday. So each week you need to post an initial post by Wednesday and then 2 response posts by Friday. So that's 3 posts every week for each discussion. Each discussion, 3 posts. And those need to be on time. Let's see, we've got some more information here about productive classroom learning environment. As we were talking about ethics and behavior and using the right words, communication is so important when dealing across cultures. So it's really important that you follow some online etiquette for some basic rules for communicating online, that we use, that we're not offensive to anyone. And this link that I've provided here goes into more detail on that. And if you have questions, definitely let me know. We have the policy here for student academic dishonesty. So there will be no cutting and pasting or plagiarism. Refer to that so you understand the rules around that, because you will get a 0 for any assignments that are submitted that have been plagiarized or inappropriately cited. You need to use APA format when citing references. Let's see, that doesn't really apply since this is online. If you have any accommodations, so if you have any academic, if you wish to request accommodations, you need to complete the accommodation request form, which is online at this link, and then we will come up with an accommodation plan and give it to me before those accommodations can be applied to the course. So if you need any kind of academic accommodation, please fill out that form and pass it on to me. Okay, midterm grades. I will post midterm grades around the 8th week so that you know where you stand. And I'm always keeping the grades up to date as much as possible in the Talon, in the grade book. So you can always check your grade and see where you are at. And I do try to, usually I don't fall very much behind there. We do have 32 students in the class, so that's a full class. So I may have a little more trouble this semester keeping up, but I'll try to keep it within a week or 2, make sure those grades are posted so you get feedback on your performance. Note that the grading criteria here shows that you will have 40% of your grade for weekly discussions and assignments, 30% for quizzes, and 30% for the final project. And then there's some very detailed information here about the requirements for the discussion board. Really important that you read this and use the rubric so that you can get the full 10 points on each discussion forum, because it makes up 40% of your grade. Let's see, the assignments, there'll be a few assignments along the way, and those are always due on Sundays. Most of the weeks have a quiz, but not every week, and those will be just to check that you're reading the content that was provided in that week or the week prior. And those quizzes are also due on Sundays. Here's the drop date. The last date to drop this is December 2nd. The final project is worth a total of 1,000 points, so that's 30% of your total grade. So please take it seriously, and feel free to go to the final project button on the content browser so you can listen to that video now and understand what the requirements are for the final project, which is a big piece of your grade. Here's some information on non-discrimination. And then I always like to point out what I do at the end of the syllabus is I provide this grid, which will show you the dates of each week, 1 through 16. We have 16 weeks in the term. The dates of the week, what the theme is, what the readings are for that week, and then what is due on Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So you have a chart telling you exactly what's due for each week. So I hope that is helpful for you. I've received good feedback on that from students in the past. So that's a quick 10-minute overview of the syllabus. I hope that points out to you what the important things are to know. The discussions are very important, the quizzes and the assignments, and then the final project. So take some more time to read through the course content, and I'll see you in the next video. Reach out to me if you have any questions.